Hello children, welcome to the virtual session again. So today we will continue with the chapter 2, Is Matter Around Us Pure? Part 2. So in a previous session we have learned about homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. So we will see different types of homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures, solutions, suspension and colloids. So what are the properties they hold, whether they are homogeneous or heterogeneous, and the other properties we are going to learn today in this session. So true solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. A solution is equal to solvent plus solute. So the component in the larger amount minus the solvent, that is the solvent. So and the component in the lesser amount dash, that is the solute. So larger amount like water is a solvent, and the component in the lesser amount, that is salt. So that becomes the solute. So in a solution of salt solution you will have water as the solvent and salt as the solute, that is the common salt. So this is the best example of a solution. So it's a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. You have to write it down in your notebook, children. Example: solution of salt in water, solution of sugar in water, iodine in water, that is tincture iodine, soda water. So you have to take down these examples as well. This is a solution and it consists of solvent plus solute. Now next properties of true solutions we are going to see. First property, homogeneous mixture. That means the particles are uniformly spread in the solvents. Solute is evenly spread or uniformly spread in the solvent. Second property here, the solute particles cannot be seen by the naked eye. So the particle size are very small. Like you dissolve salt in water, then once it is dissolved you cannot see the particles. The particles are very small. So once they dissolve the solution, you cannot see the solute particles. They cannot be separated by filtration. That means if you pass the solution through filter paper, you will not see any residue on the filter paper. The solution will pass through the filter paper. So that means you cannot separate through filtration. They do not settle down and the solution is stable. That means the particles are quite stable, they uniformly spread, and even if you keep it for standing for a long time, particles will not settle. You will not see any residue at the bottom of the test tube if you are using. They do not scatter a beam of light passing through it, and the path of light is not visible in the solution. That means they do not show Tyndall effect. Tyndall's effect is the effect by which when you pass a beam of light, the path of light get illuminated, or the path of light becomes invisible. So it becomes visible because the particle size should be big enough to scatter the beam of light. But over here in true solution, the particle size are so small they cannot scatter a beam of light passing through it, and therefore the path of light is not visible in the solution. Therefore, true solution does not show Tyndall effect. You have to take down the properties of true solutions, children. Then colloidal solution, they are heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Like starch solution, it appears homogeneous to us, but they are heterogeneous mixture. An example over here, mixture of starch in water, mixture of egg albumin in water, milk, air containing dust and smoke. These are the examples. You have to take it down, children. Properties of colloidal solution. First property, heterogeneous mixture. They are heterogeneous, that means the particles are non-uniformly spread, unevenly spread, and the solute particles cannot be seen by the naked eye because the particle size are small, which cannot be seen by the naked eye, and they cannot be separated by filtration. Again over here, like solution, colloidal solution, you cannot separate by filtration because when you pass through filter paper, the entire solution will pass through it. No particles or residue will be left behind the filter paper. And if you keep it for settling, like for example starch solution you take and keep for settling, the particles will not settle down, therefore, and the solution therefore is stable. Particles do not settle means they are quite stable, they will not settle. So they do not settle down and the solution is stable. They scatter a beam of light passing through it and the path of light is visible in the solution. The particle size are bigger enough, bigger than the solution through solution. So the particle size bigger than the through solution particles, therefore they can scatter a beam of light and the path of light becomes visible in the solution. That means colloidal solution do show Tyndall effect. Please write down this in your notebook, children. Properties of colloidal solution. Suspension. Again, heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Particles, that means solute, non-uniformly spread in the solvent. Example, solution of sand in water, solution of chalk powder in water. Very good example of suspension. Now you are going to write properties of suspension. Heterogeneous mixture. Particles can be seen with the naked eye. You can see the dust particles or you can see the sand particles in water. You can see chalk powder if you put in water, you can easily see. So that is all suspension. Solute particles can be separated by filtration. If you pass it through filter paper, the solute will remain behind in the filter paper and the solute particles settle down and the solution is unstable. So suspension is an unstable because when you keep it for some time, suppose you take sand and water, sand particles will settle down after some time. If you keep it undisturbed, it will settle down. So that means the solution is unstable. The particles scatter a beam of light passing through it and the path of light becomes visible in the solution. That means suspension do show Tyndall effect because the particle size are big enough to scatter a beam of light. Now here you can see the process of filtration. Solute particles can be separated by filtration in suspension, and here you can see suspension again, solute particles settle down and the solution is unstable. So after some time, if you take a sand and water suspension, keep it for some time undisturbed, it will settle down. That means the solution is unstable, and filtration, the residue will be left behind in the filter paper. So this is a demo for suspension to get your understanding clear for the properties of suspension. Then solute particles scatter light and the path is visible. That means in suspension, Tyndall effect. This is the picture of Tyndall effect. The path of light get illuminated. So this is a Tyndall effect. You can see in the picture the path of light become visible. So what is Tyndall effect? You have to take it down in your notebook. When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the colloid particles scatter the beam of light and the path of light becomes visible in the solution. This effect is called Tyndall effect. When light enters a room through a small hole due to scattering of light by the dust and small particles. So this is an example of Tyndall effect. You must have observed sometime the roof have some holes, and in the dark room when the light enters you will see the scattering of light because of the dust particles in the room. The beam of light gets scattered and the path becomes visible to you. So path of light becomes visible to you. That is a good example of Tyndall effect. Again, in a dense forest due to scattering of light by water droplets in the mist. So dense forest you must have observed. In some films or movie you must have seen scattering of light in dense forest by water droplets in the mist. So that is here you have a picture of the Tyndall effect. Here in a dark room, light entering through a window. These examples you have already seen the pictures. Here in the dense forest due to mist, you can see the scattering of, because of the mist, the particles or water droplets, light can get scattered and the path becomes visible. So here we end with the session. We will continue with the same, children. I hope you have made points, the important points that will remain as the notes in your notebook. Thank you. Have a good day.